What is going on, guys? It is Zach. Welcome, Yo Bro Nation, to your NXT review. I am Zach. What an episode! It was a fantastic episode. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm actually starting a little bit late. Just trying to get everything ready. Making sure everything, I got all my Raw, my SmackDown, everything ready, good to go, but tonight I fell a little bit behind. I lost track of time. It was a very busy day, so I didn't get a lot done during the day to get ready for tonight, but I'm still here. Brand new looking layout for NXT. Very happy to be back doing the NXT reviews. And what a show. What a fantastic show. We've got the tournament for the Dusty Rhodes Classic set up. What a field. Big field. Can't wait. I honestly cannot wait to see to see this tournament. Of course, the winner of that going to NXT TakeOver New York to face the NXT Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. I have my pick for the tournament, and I'm definitely going to give that to you tonight. Plus, DIY have reunited, ladies and gentlemen. I have an idea of where this is going to go based upon what I do know with the current tapings for the entire month of March. But could be wrong where this is going. Also, Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim. Fantastic match. Plus Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijakovic. How'd you say it? I just used to be by Divakovic. Can't say it. Oh my goodness. Donovan Divakovic. I can't do it. Anyways, him and Keith Lee faced each other tonight. Fantastic episode of NXT TV tonight. Very happy that I went ahead and decided to come back and do more of these reviews. But before we get into that, a little bit of house cleaning. Tonight, holy crap, this has been going the entire time. Screw it. It's good music. Some house cleaning. Although it's late, I just uploaded episode 11 of Raw for my WWE 2K19 Universe mode. AJ Styles and Braun Strowman go face-to-face a week or so before their Universal Championship match at Fastlane, a week from this Saturday. You guys can go. That's on the channel. SmackDown will be up tomorrow like it's supposed to. Like I said, busy day, didn't get to do it. My Raw and my SmackDown reviews are both also up on the channel. You guys can go and you can watch those. Pretty good SmackDown last night. You guys can hear my thoughts about how I felt about SmackDown. You guys can hear how I thought about Raw. I actually enjoyed Raw quite a bit. So, you guys can go check that out. Plus, my best of the best WrestleMania countdown. That is up on the channel, number 6. Number 5 will be this week. Good WrestleMania coming. One that I'm excited to talk about. That will be coming up as well. Lots of stuff on the channel. You guys can go check all that stuff out. It was Taco Wednesday today. Had me some tacos. I'm a fat, happy little guy. Let's get into some other stuff. Let's talk about Patreon. Patreon.com/YoBroNation. 6 tiers to choose from. You can see post-show videos, which will take place after all major pay-per-views. Also, behind-the-scenes vlogs. I'll have those once a month. The first one's coming up next week. Group chat. You guys get to do that for Discord. You can become a VIP or a monitor for the Discord group. Just by becoming a producer or co-executive producer. That stuff will allow you also to help with the creative process of the Wrestling League that is potentially going to start this summer. Obviously, it won't start out as nothing big, but it will definitely be something that is fun. Ask Us Anything Q&As. Those will be coming back. Yo Bro Nation, you guys will get to have early access to that. You guys get to vote on Retro Rewinds. You guys get gifts for your birthdays. You guys get all that for being members of the Patreon group. So, guys, go ahead, join Patreon if you want to. It's not needed. You don't have to. I'm not going to force you. So, but if that's something you don't want to do, I do have another option for you. TeePublic.com/YoBroNation1. We got all these t-shirts plus the Squared Circle t-shirt. Got the Squared Circle t-shirt. Got the classic YoBro Gaming and Reviews shirt from the previous version. Bags, pillows, phone cases, cups, coffee mugs, all that stuff available. I'll be trying to spread this to a different website as well. Also, next week I will be debuting 3, maybe 4, depends on how you look at it, 3, maybe 4 new designs to the channel. Those just in time, obviously, for WrestleMania season. So keep an eye out for those. Those shirts are coming. I seriously, I cannot wait for these shirts. I am, how do I put it? I am tickled pink, I guess is the best way to describe that. But hey, if TeePublic and Patreon aren't your bag, that's cool. You can just simply like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know what we're doing, kind of have an idea, be able to keep track and everything of all our videos, and tell your friends about it. Send your friends over here to the channel. Let them know, hey, there's this short, fat guy who wears a hat and he talks wrestling. Maybe you might like what he has to say. Send them our ways. I'll be happy to talk to them. I have a feeling this thumbnail is going to have to change again really soon. Not what I'm looking forward to. So, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and, you know, I'm excited about the t-shirts that I'm making. I just want to really quick go into that. The t-shirts that I'm making, I think are going to be fantastic. My girlfriend, she's definitely liking a few of them that I made. So if she likes them, I'm pretty sure most of you are going to like them. And I can't wait till these shirts actually start to sell and people start wearing them like I like to wear mine. Can't wait. Also, I forgot to mention this on SmackDown last night. For the Squared Circle podcast, it is a debate show. So I am looking for people who maybe they just want to be on YouTube. Go ahead and DM me and Twitter, and I will talk to you, and perhaps we can get you on the show. It'll be a once, maybe twice a week show, so it won't be something you have to do very often. You come in, we can debate topics in wrestling, and just have a good old-fashioned time, just to let you guys know. Can't wait to do that. If you ever watched First Take, it's pretty much going to be something similar to that, so you guys can look forward to that. So, NXT for February 27th, 2019, of course, in Full Sail University. This is the first taping, or the first of the new set of tapings for the month of March, going into NXT TakeOver New York, which will probably be a fantastic show. I'm stoked. I'm ready to see this show. Gonna be a busy month coming up. So the show kicks off with Johnny Gargano. He says it's been an interesting last few weeks. He says that he showed what NXT is all about. He says, you know, he's been to Raw, he's been on SmackDown Live, you know, showing people what Johnny Gargano and NXT are made of. He says, though, last week he had the hardest fought match of his life with Velveteen Dream. He said that Johnny Wrestling was back, and he was now calling himself Johnny Champion. He says the only problem is he's no longer a champion. He says he failed at his first test as champion. They start getting some chants of Johnny Failure. He says he prefers to be called Johnny Wrestling, but he says, but with no title, he can't be called that. He says, but he did realize why he was able to succeed. And before he can finish his thought, out comes Tommaso Ciampa. He says he knows that when they're together, They're better than when they're apart. Ciampa says they know he knows when they are together, they win. He says, last week I offered to help you in your title match with Velveteen Dream. You refused and you lost. He says, it don't have to be a bad thing. He says, it took 1.5 years for you to realize that we needed each other. He says, he has the NXT title. Johnny, you don't have any title. He says, but that can change. And I'm paraphrasing some of this. I was trying to keep up with this as fast as I could. He says, the Dusty Rhodes Classic is starting. He says, think about it. Think about it, Johnny. We can get back together, win this tournament, go to NXT TakeOver New York. And he pretty much says, we can win the tag team titles. He says, we can leave the big city, the bright lights, as champions. He says, NXT TakeOver New York can end with us being the champions. Ciampa extends his hand. Johnny's kind of looking at it. Yes, chance. Yes, chance going through the crowd. And Johnny shakes his hand. Yes, chance ring out. DIY is officially reunited. And I could not be happier. Because I do know the one thing that's going to happen out of these tapings. And while I won't actually, delve into that, because I want to keep it a surprise for everyone else, still great to see, because I know how this story is going to progress. So, I'm ecstatic. After the break, though, you see Ciampa and Gargano are leaving the building. Candice LeRae standing out there, and it's a very awkward moment. So Ciampa walks away, holding Goldie tight to his chest. Candice looks at him, and Johnny's like, wait. She's like, no, again. He's like, just trust me. She's like, I hope you know what you're doing. And he says, listen, I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Johnny's got something up his sleeve. We know that. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell Johnny Gargano has a plan. And I don't think Ciampa understands what's actually going on. Maybe we're all getting swerved. So, I mean, this just having DIY reunited in this tournament, I have no doubt these guys are going to go to the finals. This will come to them probably in the finals. At worst, the semifinals. I'll go over the brackets here in a little bit with you guys and give you a bracket breakdown and then just give you guys my opinion on who I think might win, who I think might lose. But seeing these two back together with the potential of, just everything that's happened over the course of almost 2 years with these two. Going back, especially since last year at TakeOver New Orleans, seeing these two do what they were doing, how they beat the crap out of each other for them to come full circle and be a team again in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Just to see what the potential is, seeing everything. There's no way I could be upset with this. I'm excited. That's what I am. I am flipping excited. God, I can't wait. I absolutely just can't wait. But the Dusty Rhodes tournament, I believe that starts next week. So awesome stuff. I can't wait. I wish I could just talk more about what I know. Kathy Kelly interviews Ricochet, talks about his amazing last week and a half, both for him and Aleister Black on Raw and SmackDown. Says, but they still have unfinished business with the Undisputed Era. He says they didn't forget and that they will handle. He says now that he has Aleister Black as his partner, he's confident that they can handle what they need to do with the Undisputed Era. She says, well, how do you plan on dealing with the Undisputed Era? He says, well, they're in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, so I'm going to go to Mr. Regal before he finalizes these brackets and have him add me and Aleister Black. You're looking at your finals. I'm telling you, Undisputed Era, Black and Ricochet, I'm telling you, that's going to be your finals. So, this tournament has probably the biggest star power since the first one, when you had, you know, Finn and Samoa Joe in the tournament. That first one. I swear to you, this is probably the best one since that point. So, this is... oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this tournament. And like I said, though, I'll talk about it more later when I get to the tournament breakdown. So yeah, I guess Ricochet and Aleister Black are also going to be a team on NXT, which is why they're teaming them up on SmackDown and Raw. So I guess now the whole pairing, it makes sense. So I think this is going to be a more permanent thing, and I won't be shocked if maybe they don't go for the SmackDown Tag Team titles come WrestleMania, giving them something to do. It could very well happen. So Taynara Conti and Xia Li take on Vanessa Borne and Aaliyah. Of course, this starting from what happened last week with Vanessa Borne interfering in Aaliyah's match against Conti. Conti took it to Borne right out the gate, using a lot of her judo chops and kicks and punches. Looked fantastic. I think she's progressed a lot more, and to me, this is just me, is looking a lot better than she did, say, back during the Mae Young Classic, late last year. Aaliyah, though, kept, grabbing at her, getting her involved. It finally worked, so Borne was able to capitalize, get the advantage. Even at one point, she had Conti, facing, face first in her corner, and she ran and just ran over her head. Good teamwork, though, by both Aaliyah and Borne. Xia Li, though, finally gets the hot tag. She starts taking Aaliyah down. Pace is starting to pick up. Aaliyah, though, gets Vanessa Borne gets the Bly tag. Xia Li does the O'Connor roll. You get a clothesline from Vanessa Borne. I looked down, so I missed the very end, but Vanessa Borne pins Xia Li for the pin, or for the win. 1, 2, 3. They win this match. You're starting to see tag teams starting to form down in the women's division in NXT, which is kind of good because you get something later in the night that says, well, NXT might actually need a tag team division as well as Raw and SmackDown. And you guys will get to that soon. So they showed a situation that happened earlier in the night with the Velveteen Dream arriving. Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era, because Dream's getting interviewed, they walk up behind him, and he's like, I don't know what experience you're talking about. He says, but I can tell you something. I'm going to beat you for that North American Championship, and there's not a thing you can do about it. He starts putting over, he's like, Mr. Interviewer, I don't know why you're interviewing him when you should be interviewing these guys, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. He says, they're going to become champions together 3 times, and win the Dusty Rhodes Classic 2 times. So, for all those who are wondering, Bobby Fish, is he really going to be a major player with the Undisputed Era? Well, guess what? Those two, the American Dragons, Red Dragons, they're back together. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are once again a tandem, and Roderick Strong is going to be a single star, as well as Adam Cole. They need to add a female to that stable, by the way. Then they can have the trifecta. Why don't they just get Baszler and the fucking horsewomen as a part of that? They can hold all the gold or something. So he puts him over, and Dream's just basically like, who are you? Why are you out here? He says, look, the Dream don't have time for you. He's like, you don't have time for me? Everyone has time for me. So you're probably going to have Adam Cole and Dream at TakeOver for the North American Championship. That's probably where this is heading. Kathy Kelly, standing outside Mr. Regal's room, says that the bracket will be finalized tonight, and that we will see who's going to face against who. And then you start hearing some arguing, so the cameraman's running down the hall. Bianca Belair and Io Shirai are arguing with one another. Don't know what the context of it was, but Bianca looked hot. Bianca was, very mad. That's what I mean by hot. Not that she looked, don't misconstrue what I'm saying, okay? But she looked very upset, very angry. They're arguing. They're having to be separated by people. So, not really sure what was going on, but this is going to lead to a match, as Mr. Regal does announce via social media, I believe next week or the week after. I'd have to go back and read the tweet. But within the next few weeks, we're going to have Bianca Belair versus Io Shirai, and the winner of that match is going to get to go and face Shayna Baszler for the championship at TakeOver. I have my pick for that. I know who I want it to be, but I think I know who it's gonna be. So, Donovan Dijakovic. I know how his name used to be pronounced, I just can't get it out. But Mr. Dijakovic takes on Mr. Keith Lee. What a fucking match, man. Holy shit, I was not expecting shit out of this match. Now, I know Keith Lee is one of the best guys that NXT's got. He's a great worker. I remember watching the show he debuted on. You know, bask in his glory and all that stuff. But holy shit, this is my first time actually getting to watch Dijakovic actually wrestle outside of a few clips here or there on YouTube, and I'm blown the fuck away. I am blown away. That dude is so good. Dude's like 6'7", 200 and some odd pounds, and he's moving like a cruiserweight, flipping and doing shit. I mean, realistically, I am blown away by this guy. I am blown away. Wow, is all I can say. I'm blown away by this guy, really. Both men try to outpower each other at the beginning of this match, so you kind of get some back and forth. They start a series of moves with Dijakovic actually doing like a cartwheel to escape. Crowd applauses. But you'll see Lee also very agile. They start going at it some more. A monkey flip by Dijakovic. And Lee lands on his feet. And he's posing. He gets chopped. So the crowd boos. Some more exchanges of some chops. Some more back and forth. The crowd, though, super hot for this match. Super hot. Lee starts to get the advantage. Lots of power moves. But Dijakovic, he, gets back into the match. A chokeslam into like a sit-out powerbomb, only a 2 count. He goes to the top rope, gets a double chop by Keith Lee. He picks him up with one arm and slams him down, only gets a 2 count. You get a series of shots, though, by Dijakovic. God, I can't say the name. Someone shoot me. Let me check something real quick. Hold on, I gotta shut off my Wi-Fi though, so I don't kill my stream. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Alright, so while that loads, I just want to see, check the comments and everything. But, where was I? So yeah, you're getting a series of shots, and then Dijakovic go ahead and he runs the ropes, comes back, big boots Keith Lee to the face, knocking him off the apron, but he falls onto his feet, and you start getting "he survived" chants. Dijakovic climbs to the top of the rope, does an acai moonsault. 6'7", 200 plus pounds, acai moonsault to Keith Lee on the outside. Both men are down. I didn't even notice this. They get counted out. And I'm thinking, wait, what? So then you're getting "let them fight" chants. I mean, this match was amazing. This is why I love NXT. So there is a double count out. Neither man could make it to the ring. After, though, they get back to the ring. They're wanting to fight, but the referees and some of the backstage producers are kind of like keeping them apart. So as Dijakovic getting out of the ring, he just simply looks at him and says, "I'll see you later." So this is not over yet. These two are going to go back at it. Like I said, I am so impressed with this match. I am impressed with Dijakovic and Keith Lee, for that matter. Holy shit, I want this to be a TakeOver match. Give these guys a match at TakeOver. Give them 15, 20 minutes. Let them tear it down. I know they're only going to do maybe 5 matches for TakeOver, but still. Wow. Wow is all I can say. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I am holy fuck. That's all I can say. This match, man, was this match awesome. It was so fucking awesome. Give me a second here. I'm pulling up the brackets here. So they announced that that both Ricochet, Aleister Black, Oney Lorcan, Mustache Mountain, and DIY are going to join the Undisputed Era, the Forgotten Sons, the Street Profits, Fabian Eichner, and Bartner inside the Classic, and then they revealed to us the tournament brackets. So for the first round, these are your first round matches for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. You got Mustache Mountain taking on the Street Profits. You got Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, who are going to be facing the Forgotten Sons. Then you got Fabian Eichner. Did I miss some names? Oh, yeah, I guess I did just skip over. So Fabian Eichner and Markel Barthel are going to be taking on Aleister Black and Ricochet. And then you're going to have Undisputed Era facing DIY in the first round. I could tell you who I think is going to win. I'm taking Mustache Mountain to beat the Street Profits. I'm going to go with Forgotten Sons with the upset over Lorcan and Burch. I think you're going to see Lorcan and Burch more on... You're going to see them more in NXT UK than I think you're going to see on actual NXT proper. Undisputed Era is going to beat DIY. I know I was saying that I wanted DIY. They'll probably advance. Man, you know, that's hard. I can't help but see Black and Ricochet taking on Undisputed Era in the finals of that bracket on that side. So I'm going to go with Undisputed Era, and then I'm going to take Ricochet and Aleister Black to beat DIY. That's how I think it will pan out in the first round. That's how I look at it. But no matter what, no matter who, I'm curious how, with the setup of this bracket. Like, I'm going to look at this again. Come on, where you at? There you go. Like, you got some teams on one side, like, oh, man. Mustache Mountain's probably going to go to the finals for sure. I can see that happening. And this is all speculation. I don't know how this tournament's going to finish up. So I'm just telling you what I see from at this bracket. So, but man, this is a tough one. This is a really big. I mean, Mustache Mountain, DIY, Undisputed Era, Black and Ricochet. They're going to the finals. I think they're going to WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania. I think they're going to take over. Hell, they might compete at both brands for 2 different championships. Holy shit. And the way last year's finished, with Undisputed Era winning last year, well, that being Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish winning the year before, I think, I don't see Undisputed Era winning for a 3rd straight year, but I can see somehow Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly being factored into the title picture somehow. So, but this tournament, it is just, I don't know, awesome. This is such an awesome tournament, and I cannot wait to see how it pans out. So, just it's amazing. That is an awesome tournament, without a doubt. So where am I? Okay. So how I mentioned the women's division for NXT and how it's. Oh my goodness! I like how things don't ever want to just kind of, sit in place like they should. Hold on. I'm fixing my notes. I apologize. That will do it. There we go. So like I said, in my notes, yeah, the women's division on NXT is bolstering itself. You've got the Sky Pirates. You've got Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah together now. The teams are starting to build, right? And then you got Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, who I think are going to be a team, but probably not a prominent team right now. So, big surprise to me, Sasha and Bayley come out. Huge ovation, welcome back chants, Sasha's getting all teary-eyed. They says, "Did you miss us?" Of course they cheered. She says, "It's good to be home." And she races about, "This is what reminds you, and make sure you never forget where you're from." You get "You deserve it" chants. Bayley brings up NXT TakeOver respect. Says, last time we were both here, we were facing each other in the first ever women's Iron Woman match in the main event of TakeOver Respect. And I guess Izzy was in the crowd. She's like, she looks at, "Don't worry, Izzy. She's different. She's best friends now. It's all good. It's all good. She's a changed person." Izzy laughs. I can't stand Izzy. That's an unpopular comment, but I don't care. I can't stand that little kid. But they basically said they just wanted to share this moment with the crowd, and they said they want to make these titles meaningful. She says they're going to defend those all over the world. They're going to go to Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Of course, huge NXT chants. The crowd ate this shit up. Probably the most vocal the crowd was the entire evening on this show tonight. So Sasha and Bayley, you kind of see it. I really hope this happens. I'm sure they're going to get through Nia Jax and Tamina. I have no doubt that that's going to happen. So, no worries there. But, yeah, I hope that they actually, do get through these people, do get through them. And I would love to see them defend the titles in NXT. And then they can go to WrestleMania and face, I guess, I'm assuming Trish and Lita at WrestleMania. I don't know. I can see Sasha and Bayley going to NXT and defending the titles, but I don't think I could see anyone else going to NXT and doing that. So here's to hoping that actually happens, and that that we get exactly that. I want to see them. I would love to see Sky Pirates versus Sasha and Bayley. Would love to see that. That is just one match that I would like to see. Or hell, as green as they probably are, Sasha and Bayley could carry him to a match. Why not the Horsewomen versus Sasha and Bayley? I would love. Ooh, I'm excited. The possibilities are endless. But seeing them in NXT was really nice. It was a good feel-good moment. This week's been full of those. A lot of feel-good moments this week. Lots of big returns. So main event time. I'm done rambling. Mia Yim taking on Shayna Baszler. Fantastic match. Probably to this point, Mia Yim's best match on the NXT roster. Hands down her best match since she's came to NXT. Without a doubt in my mind. And a lot of that I think has to do with Shayna Baszler. For someone who was still really green when she came into WWE, man, has she grown. And I heard someone mention it, and I don't know, I don't fully agree, but someone brought up the fact that they think, Shayna Baszler, she's way better than what Ronda Rousey is, and, Ronda being a year in and her being in as long as she has been, there's no excuse and blah, blah, blah. I don't fully agree. I mean, not fully. I think Ronda's pretty good for someone who's still in her rookie year. She's not in her rookie year no more, but just going into her second year in the company, I think Ronda has done very well. Yes, her promo skills aren't the greatest, but is that really important? I'd hate to say it, but I don't think so. I have a crooked smile. Did anyone ever notice that? I have a crooked smile. Anyways, so yeah. Baszler, though, at the beginning of the match, she's kind of showing off, just taking down Mia Yim. Mia Yim finally gets frustrated and has enough. So she starts beating up Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's trying to avoid her. She's building momentum. She actually has Baszler down on the outside, puts her hand on the steps, and then stomps on her hand. Baszler, though, quickly recovers when she rams Mia Yim's knee into the steps. So then the rest of this match is kind of like them trying to one-up each other, both trying to work over the injured body parts. Baszler, of course, working over the knee. She gets her, she finally gets Mia Yim into the Karafuda clutch. I'm going to learn it. Karafuda clutch. Mia Yim, smart, gets out of it by actually attacking the hand of Shayna Baszler. Both women are down. Both are selling. Mia Yim hits a tornado DDT, only gets a 2 count. Mia Yim, who's gaining momentum, hits Eat the Feet, only gets a 2 count. Baszler starts to come back, hits a beautiful gut-wrench suplex. 2 count. Gives Mia Yim's kicks to the chest. Mia Yim catches the third one, picks her up, gives her a sit-out powerbomb, gets a 2 count. Baszler recovers quickly, knees to the face, or gets a stiff knee to the face of Mia Yim, puts her in the Karafuda clutch. Mia Yim's about to try to use her arm again, and she actually wraps her legs around the body of Shayna Baszler, or of Mia Yim, locking her arms in place where she can't use them. Beautiful spot. Beautiful maneuver. So Mia Yim is forced to tap. Mia Yim loses, and your NXT Women's Champion wins the match. Fantastic match. Fantastic. I loved this match. It was a fantastic match. So now Shayna Baszler is going to await the winner of Io Shirai and Bianca Belair. Who do I think it's going to be? Truthfully, I think Bianca Belair is going to beat Io Shirai. I want Io Shirai to win. I would not be upset if Io Shirai won. But I think Io is going to lose. Or there's only one other option. Somehow these two get a double count out, double disqualification, something like that, and the match is made into a triple threat match. And you get all 3 women at WrestleMania, and then my girl Io is going to win the Women's Championship. That's what I'm hoping for. I just want Io in. But it's either going to be Bianca Belair or they're going to have these two involved in a triple threat match. It's one of those two. Because, I don't know, how do you have Io lose? How do you have Io Shirai lose? That would kill her momentum. How do you have Bianca Belair lose? It's one of those that, I'm going to say it's probably going to go the triple threat route. I think you're going to copy off of the main roster here, and I think you're going to get a triple threat with these 3 women. And I have no doubt after NXT TakeOver, Shayna's going to the main roster. No doubt. That's happening. As far as the match with Shayna and Mia Yim, fantastic. Beautiful match. Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijakovic. Mia Yim and her. This is great. You get the Dusty Rhodes Classic set up starting next week. Oh my God. These next 4 or 5 weeks of NXT television are going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. This tournament's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I guess I would probably say Ricochet and Aleister Black win the tournament, but I could be wrong. I honestly don't know. And that's great. The fact that I don't see a clear-cut winner. I don't. Others might look at this and say, yeah, Black and Ricochet, they're winning. But who knows? It's a very, very, it's a very intriguing tournament, to say the least. So I am definitely very curious. So that is going to do it for me. I'm done here. I want to thank everyone who came in and watched this video. I want to thank everyone who's watching it later on. NXT, fantastic show tonight. This is an A+ show for me. No doubt, A+ show. I will, like I said, my episode 11 of the WWE 2K19 Universe Mode, that is up on the channel. You guys can go and you can watch that. episode 12, SmackDown Live. That will be up regular time tomorrow. I will be here. I'll make sure that it's done. So go ahead and watch that. But thank you guys. Raw, SmackDown, Best of the Best countdowns. Those are up on the channel. Check them out. Fastlane coming in a week. Next week, Fastlane review. I'll also be doing my preview and predictions. That will all be next week. Living Dangerously. That's coming this weekend. I'm not Living Dangerously. I'm sorry. That's the week before. Fairly Legal 97. I'm reviewing that this week. So all that stuff coming to the channel. You guys can look forward to that this weekend. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Go to our Discord group and follow us on there. I'd love to chat with you guys. Thank you, everybody. I will see you all later on this weekend, and I'll see you guys soon.